Hey guys, it's Magic here. It's time for more spoilers! First up, we've got Abhorrent Gravedigger. It's a 4-cost creature zombie warlock with Death Touch, and whenever it enters the battlefield, search your library for a card and put it into your graveyard. I gotta say, the straight to graveyard tutor, it's very interesting, but it's an efficient way to pack your graveyard with exactly what you want to resurrect instead of blindly tossing cards in there. Good thing it costs 4. Next up, oh boy, we got another Lurgoif. It's Necrogoif. So it's a 5-cost star 4, and its power is equal to the number of creatures in all graveyards, so have fun recounting that on the fly every single turn. Another one of those more digital-friendly cards, and at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player discards a card. And then this also has Madness 3. Well, you're kind of going all in on one creature, which these days, with the volume of removal people are running in pretty much every deck and every format, not very smart. I mean, if you're playing a Madness deck and you're not really discarding the cards, okay, cool, but I don't know, this doesn't strike me as quite as good as Tarmogoyf. It can definitely hit pretty hard, though. Next up, we got something in French, so I'm gonna massacre it. You ready for this one? Is it Agente sans éclat? Nobody knows how vowels work in French, even the French people. So anyway, this is Shardless Agent. That's about a $5 card, so, you know, nice reprint, I guess. Except this is the 3-cost 2/2 human rogue with Cascade. I don't like Cascade. You don't like Cascade. The Magic community doesn't like Cascade. Mark Rosewater does, though. Next up, we've got Weather the Storm from MH1. It's a 2-cost instant. In green, you gain 3 life and then Storm. Yep, that's definitely not a white-red card. That is definitely a green card. Whatever, next up we got Combined Chrysalis. I thought for sure this would be some mutate trash. They need to end that and leave it ended. But it's a 2-cost, 2-color artifact. This may very well be the only 2-color artifact in the game, because they just started doing monocolored a while ago, like real big. I mean, we had Godsend and stuff, but that was an anomaly back then. So creature tokens you control are flying, which is kind of nice. And then if you pay 4, tap it, sacrifice a token, create a 4/4 green beast creature token, activate only as a sorcery. I'm sure this is targeting some kind of weird tribal deck or something, but no matter what it is, this doesn't seem very good. Next up, Tireless Provisioner. It's a 3-cost 3/2 Elf Scout with Landfall. When a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a food token or a treasure token. So you can ramp up, and when you're done ramping, you got life gain. That's kind of nice. I like that. Landfall is one of the best mechanics ever made. It's been notoriously pretty fair, so they should double down on that. Next up, we've got Arkhan of Cruelty. It's an 8-cost Arkhan, 6/6 flying, and when it enters battlefield or attacks, target opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, discards a card, and loses 3 life. You thought it was going to say, or you thought it was a Torment card. Nope. Not for 8 mana, it isn't, although honestly, I mean, still, that would have been pretty good. And then, by the way, you draw a card and gain 3 life. This is insane. This card is, like, insanely powerful, but yeah, I mean, it costs 8. Like, that's what it does. I do like that they did ETB and attack, because this thing's getting blown away the second you play it. Next up, Glinting Creeper. It's a 5-cost 0/0 plant with Converge, and it enters battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it for each color that you spent to cast it. And then it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, which is incredibly annoying, and I hate that mechanic. It makes it just the little least bit more annoying, and it's usually really bad when they put it on something that's already broken, like that Questing Beast, or that stupid Steel Leaf Champion thing. That thing was ridiculous. Next up, we've got a reprint of Sea Drake. It's a 3-cost 4/3 flying, and when it enters battlefield, return 2 target lands you control to their owner's hand. Well, one of the unwritten rules of Magic is that if it's a blue creature and it has attack power higher than its cost, you have to put a downside on the card. There are, in the entire history of the game, 2 exceptions to that. I know one is Goliath Sphinx. I think the other one is Geralf's Masterpiece, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I mean, in an all-flying deck, oh yeah, I'd play this. I don't care about my lands. Next up, Nettle Assist. That's creepy looking. It's a 3-cost artifact equipment living weapon, so when it enters battlefield, you create a 0/0 Black Phyrexian Germ creature token, and then attach this to it. And then equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact and or enchantment you control. Wow. And then equip 2. Okay, so that would fit right into a Constellation deck. Not bad. Obviously an artifact deck too, so you might see that go up in price a little bit. Next up, Rastriar El Desierto, which translated into English is, if you live in California, f***ing move. So it's a 5-cost white sorcery. Exile target creature from your graveyard. Create X 1/1 bird creature tokens, where X is the toughness of the exiled card. I don't know why, but I love that. It's hilarious. It's like a dumb gimmick, but at the same time, it's a giant swarm of birds. I mean, it's a bunch of flying tokens. Like, you can do something with that. This just screams like hilarious commander card where people are just like, well, now he's got 10 birds. So that just happened. So next up, we've got a card that's got a lot of buzz, which is weird because it's a reprint. Cursed Totem. It's a 2-drop and activated abilities of creatures can't be activated. It's another one of those like Blood Moon cards where it just takes a deck and shuts it straight the hell down. Now, it doesn't suppress triggered abilities, so it's not like that good. It's very, very surgical. Speaking of that, where's Surgical Extraction? God, that card's like insanely expensive. They should have reprinted it. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty wild. I like it. I'm surprised since this is basically an unset and they're doing like parodies of cards. They didn't call it Cursed Potatum and do a Potato Totem and just make it like also include triggered abilities. Obviously, then make it cost 0 too because, you know, push, push, push. Next up, Moderation. It's a 3-cost blue-white enchantment and you can't cast more than 1 spell each turn, but whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. Then what's the point? I mean, I guess in like a Super Friends deck, it would be kind of interesting, but I don't know. That restriction, it's like you're giving yourself the best possible setup to want to cast more than 1 spell, but you can't. I mean, it is per turn, so if you're just going to sit there and counterspell them on their turn, I guess you could get off 2 cards per turn. So I guess this is only just a card for assholes, for just draw-go control players. Okay, I can see that. Next, Batterbone. It's 2-cost equipment, and it's a living weapon. We all know what that does. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has vigilance and lifelink. Okay, I mean, that's kind of nice, but +1/+1 for equip 5? This is not good. You basically get 1 shot at it, and your 1 shot is a 1/1 vigilance, lifelink, colorless black germ creature. Wow, what a complete waste of a slot in this set. Next up, Strike It Rich. It's a 1-cost red sorcery. Create a treasure token, saw that coming, and then flashback 3, which you'd probably pay for with the treasure token, so that's kind of dumb. I guess, like, if you were to take the standard deck that runs that stupid treasure-generating dragon and run that, but it's a really fast deck, so what's the point? Next up, we've got, here we go, Fast or Furious. We've reached peak meme at this point, my god. So it's, on the left, we've got 3 instant discard a card, then draw 2 cards. Which, isn't that just already, like, I don't play red, that 1 card that does that. And then for 5 on the other side as a sorcery, Furious deals 3 damage to target franchise. Oh wait, I misread that. To each creature without flying. You know, I feel like there's a better version of that too. It's like the lava version of Windstorm, right? Well, whatever. They wanted to print it, and they did. So that's the last one for today. They always pump the brakes on the weekends a little bit. But we got about 100 cards to go, it looks like, in Modern Horizons 2, so we're not done yet. Hit subscribe if you want to see more craziness. And since this is such a short video, I got a special offer from Wizards. I'll just tell you right now, I'm joking. Absolutely not. They wouldn't even talk to me. Okay, whichever one you vote for, they will make this a real Planeswalker, okay? And it's going to be the new villain, too, because Nicol Bolas hasn't come back. He's busy in the meditation realm meditating or whatever the hell happened. Nobody read that book. Okay, number 1, we've got the most notorious villain in the Magic lore, and Glitch in the Matrix personified, Glitchy Rudy. He'll be the first mono-white villain Planeswalker. Or you can vote for number 2, we've got Glitchy Perp, which will obviously be a red-white Planeswalker because Canada. I think Wizards is going in a very good direction with this because, like, the creepy, like, ooh, I'm all blurry, I'm all mysterious, you know, kind of like Anubis from Stargate SG-1. You know, any kind of villain without, like, a proper form or whatever, that just makes him extra mysterious and creepy and seem really powerful. So I think they're going a good direction with this. Now, why they trusted my channel and my community to vote for this, I don't know. But vote down below in the comment section. Do you want to see Glitchy Rudy or Glitchy Perp as a new Planeswalker in the next set? Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.